Hello everyone, Russ of Aquarimax here. Hold on just a second while I turn up change the lighting a little bit so I can see better. There, now I can see. We've already got a couple people in the house and we've got some likes. Great. Okay. Excellent. TMPS, Andrew Chen and Lucas Howardzel in the house. Great. So, welcome. Hey, hi Andrew. Excellent. Well, we're going to get started with a couple of things. One, I would like to point out, oh, now we've got 4 people in and 4 likes. Great. I just wanted to say thank you for now 8,000 subscribers. We've reached that number since I began the contest at 7,000, and now we've got 8,000, which is great, and we've reached 2 million views for the channel, so kind of cool. And Andrew says, I'm lucky it's the last week of the school holidays and I can watch this. Excellent. Nancy C., welcome. Good to see you here. And thank you, Lucas. He says, congrats on 8,000. Thank you very much. I'm really excited about it. Oh, another couple of things. My Patreon account, there have been people adding on. So now I have 7 patrons, which is pretty exciting too. Someone Desolate World says, hey, I have to say thank you for making me want to own isopods. Excellent. I love to hear that. A lot of people have been saying that lately, and it's exciting. So isopods, I'm spreading the isopod love, I guess. And I'm glad that you are picking it up. So yeah, good to hear that. Let's see. A couple of fun things that have happened lately. Yesterday, something kind of bad happened. My ceramic heat emitter died, and I went to the pet store. And while I was there, I actually picked up a couple of things for my dart frog project. As I've mentioned in other videos, I'm going to replace my 20-gallon dart frog vivarium, which is in the beginning and end of most of my videos, and I'm going to put that, I'm going to replace it with a 29-gallon, so it's going to be bigger, but I'm also going to use what I've learned since I built that about 5 or 6 years ago and make a much better one, so I'm really excited about that as well. I bought the aquarium at the $1 per gallon sale, I bought a stand, and I bought the glass cover, so I'm getting started. And I've been saving up money for months to buy the things I need, so it's really exciting to actually have made progress in that area. Crystal Lewis says, your videos inspired the morning geckos I got coming Friday. Thank you. Excellent. Yeah, and please let me know if you have any questions about them. So that, they're so fun, so I'm sure you'll love them. But I'm really glad that I have helped you to get into morning geckos. Andrew Chen says, wait, don't start yet. I need to throw out the rubbish. And Lucas says, too late. Well, it is too late for me. You know, I can't go back and not start, but I can tell you we're not going to do the drawing quite yet. Although, let me show you this. This is cool. Okay, I'm not going to do it yet. But right here, there are 45 contest entries here. 45. That's pretty exciting. So, and Crystal Lewis says, I will. Okay, good, good, good to know. I'm totally happy to help with anything morning gecko-ish. Someone Desolate World says, when I get the chance, I'm going to be joining your Patreon so I can donate to you. Excellent. That is so cool. We're going to make some awesome things happen with your help. Patricia Kloppel says, hello, everyone. Welcome, Patricia. Good to see you here. We're getting quite a few people joining. I think what we'll probably do is have it open for questions for a couple more minutes, and then we'll do the drawing, the official drawing, and then we'll open it up again to questions as usual. And I can tell you about some of the things I've been working on too. Oh, Lucas Howardzel, would someone fill me in? I must have missed the memo on the drawing. I wasn't sure how to enter. Ah, it's just the on the 7,000 subscriber video. You just had to comment on it before this live stream started from that video until anytime today before the live stream. Sorry you missed this one, but we will have others in the future. So do not despair. We will make sure that there are other contests in the future. I'm not sure that I'm going to do one for 8,000 because this one kind of connected to it, but I'll probably do another drawing at 9,000 or definitely at 10,000. I'll do something. So yeah, sorry you missed that one. Okay, Andrew, you're back. Good, good. And we've got 11 people in the house so far, and hopefully a lot of people catch this because they'll want to know if they win. So even those people who aren't able to be here live, they'll have to check this video out to know whether or not they won. I'll probably also put a comment on their original entry comment so that they see that as well. But yeah, you can see Twilly's in the house here with me. he's in a pretty calm mood right now, so I don't mind if he wants to get a little talkative, but oh, don't peck at me. I'm just your buddy. I'm trying to get this feather off. There we go. There's the feather off. All right. So it has been 5 minutes since we started, so I think it is about time to draw the winning names. Oh, someone in our desolate world says, odd question, but is there a way I could send you fan art? Totally. That would be super cool. There's a couple ways you can do it. One, you can go to aquarimax.com and there's a contact page, and through that you send me an email, and I don't think that first email will let you send attachments, but if I reply to it, then you can reply to me with an attachment for fan art. Or if you're talking about digital, you could do it that way. If not, then do the same thing. Just email me if you're talking about physical fan art, and then what I will do is give you my address through the email, and then we could do that. So either way, I'm totally excited about it, and if it's okay with you, I'd be really happy to give you a shout out on the channel and show the fan art on the channel. So if that's cool with you, I'd be totally happy to do it. If you'd rather I not do that, just let me know. And either way, totally respect your wishes, but I'm really excited about it. So, sounds awesome. Okay, so Laurelyn, my daughter, has agreed to help me out here. She's going to mix up the names really well right here on camera. Oh, there's a couple things I wanted to say before this. What I did about this, I just took some notes to make sure this is clear about how this works. Anybody who left any kind of comment, here's Laurelyn, say hi everybody.
Hi guys.
Who left a comment of any kind on the 7,000 subscriber video before the live stream, before this live stream, has been included in the drawing, including people who have entered in one other contest. It's just open to anybody who left a comment on that video. And a few of those had entered previous contests. So it's possible they'll win, possible they won't. You know, they have the same odds as anybody else. The first name that is drawn will get their choice of existing Aquarimax mug or t-shirt. Whichever one they want, that's the one they get. I will send it to them. Okay? And Andrew Chen's got the drum roll going. Awesome. The second winner has a choice of any of the existing mug or shirts that are on my Teespring page, but they can also choose to create a custom one with me, meaning they can ask for particular animals to be on it or particular words to be on it, or they can send me pictures that I can include on it. I mean, you know, there are limits to what I would do, obviously. Some really weird things I might not do, but in general, we're going to work on it together. We're going to collaborate on it, and we will get that going. And yeah, that's about it I wanted to say. So without further ado, drum roll again.
Da, 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 da.
And here we go. Mix it up really good. Really well, I should say. Okay, and just pull out the first name.
I don't know if I'm saying this right.
Okay, who is it? Oh, I don't know about this one either. Got loss? Something like this? I'll see if that works on the camera. It looks backwards to us, but Got Loss Isopod t-shirt. I don't know if that's Got Loss or Got iOS or whatever, but something like that, and an Isopod t-shirt. So congratulations, you win your choice of Isopod t-shirts, whichever one of the Isopod t-shirts, there's only one. It's the one I'm wearing right now. This one, you're gonna win one like that. So get in touch with me through the aquarimax.com website with the contact page, or you can go to my About tab on my YouTube channel and get in touch with me that way. You can email me and we'll get it set up.
Okay.
So I can get your shipping address and all that
Second
good
one
stuff.
Is what a V? Varanid guy?
Varanid guy. Varanid guy. There we go. Cool. And he wants a mug. So it's a custom mug. You can choose an existing mug, or you can talk to me about it, and we can develop a mug of your choosing, an Aquarimax themed mug that has, you know, particular requests you have for it, for the text, for the pictures, whatever. It's yours. So,
Yay!
cool, excellent.
Congrats, everybody.
Yeah, thank you, Laurelyn.
Thanks.
Yep, I wish the 43 other people in here could also win, but I'm not that rich. But I wish I were. But like I said, there will be other contests in the future. But if you're just joining in, we've got Varanid Guy, who gets a custom Aquarimax mug. and got lost with an Isopod's t-shirt. So very cool. All right. Now we're going to open it up. Hopefully the fact that we're actually going to have a continuation, we're going to keep going and have a live stream today, will be kind of a consolation prize for those of you who didn't win this time, and hopefully you'll win in the future. Patricia Kloppel says congrats to the winners, and yeah, thank you. I agree. And if you do really want a t-shirt or mug and you don't want to wait for the next contest, they're all available. You can go to teespring.com Aquarimax and you can buy them. So those are available. They ship nearly everywhere. Our last contest winner was in Qatar, and he got a t-shirt, and I was able to ship it to him in Qatar. And if I can ship it to him in Qatar, and it took, I think it was 6 weeks to 2 months for him to get it, but he got it. And so there are a lot of places in the world you'd probably get it a little faster, but you can get it. We'll get it there to you. So as long as Teespring ships there, we'll figure out a way to get it to you. Oh, please don't eat my microphone. Sorry. Did everybody hear that? He was eating it. All right. So yeah, you can definitely just purchase one if you'd like to do that, and the profits from that will, I get a fair amount of that money that I can use to help me make Aquarimax even better and try to do things that are helpful to you. So I'm excited about that. All right. Well, we're opening it up for questions. Yeah? Really? Really? What does that mean? It sounded kind of like your mimicry of the rocking chair, but not quite. Okay.
You should show them what he does when you clap.
Yeah. He does this funny thing when you clap sometimes. I don't know if he's going to do it. I mean, he did it fairly well, I guess. Yeah, sometimes he'll just keep doing it if you clap. But so I was telling you, I've got today, my video that I'm going to make after I finish this live stream is the CO2, citric acid CO2 system for my Endler's live bears. I'm going to set that up. I'm really excited about that. So I haven't done citric acid CO2 before. I've done yeast CO2 quite a bit. This will be a new experience for me, and it looks really fun to do, be fun to play with, and I'll make an interesting video about it, hopefully. So yeah, thank you to those. Twilly says thank you to those who find his chirp cute. Okay, Andrew has found links to Varanid Guy and to Got Lost. He found both of them, so thank you. That'll help me track them down. I really appreciate that. Andrew is one of our mods and our moderators, so thank you for doing that. I appreciate it. That is excellent. Be able to track him down pretty easily now. All right. What else is going on? I have an unboxing video coming up that I'll be releasing this week, this Friday, and it's unboxing live creatures. And then after that, my CO2 video will probably be coming out. Still haven't figured out all the scheduling for that. But I can't tell you how excited I am about the frogs new vivarium. It is, like I said, the one that I've got them in now is my first vivarium, and I made a lot of mistakes. One of the biggest mistakes I made, I'll tell you, is that I used great stuff foam for the background. That's not the mistake. A lot of people do that successfully. But I had read a few things on what to cover the great stuff foam with. Some people used a layer of silicone and then put cocoa fiber or other natural materials on that to make it look natural. And then other people had experimented with using Gorilla Glue. And I opted for the Gorilla Glue, and I wish I hadn't, because the Gorilla Glue eventually starts to fall off. Okay, Lucas Howardso says, does the link work? I'm not sure. I am hesitant to try it because if I do, I might lose the live stream. The live stream is really buggy generally anyway. I often get it to freeze, so I'm afraid to go anywhere and try it. But I'll be able to try it afterwards because of the way the live chat is now saved on the side of the YouTube video, so I'll be able to get to it pretty easily. And I think, well, I know I've communicated directly with Varanid Guy too in the past, but I don't think I've ever communicated with Got Lost beyond responding to the comment, on the channel. So it's good to have that. Really? I see. Let's see what else is going on. Oh, Lucas says, came across some isopod swim trunks on Amazon. I shared the link above. That is awesome. Oh, I didn't know they had those. You know, I should see if Teespring has other things like that I can do with isopods. I've had some other ideas for making isopod clothing, but isopod swim trunks is pretty cool. Are they terrestrial isopods or deep sea isopods, or what type are they? And Andrew Chen says, Aquarimax, I got my voice on my YouTube channel. You can check it later. Cool! We talked about that on a recent live stream, whether or not he should talk on it, and I just said, yeah, go for it. It's a good idea, I think. My channel, I don't think I did a face reveal until I had done 2,000 subscribers. But I wish I had done it earlier, because I think it's important to have this connection when we're talking. You know, you can see my face, you can hear my voice. It's just, it's more fun, it's more interesting to be able to do that in parts of the video. So that's kind of what I think. So glad to hear that. I was able to help encourage you to make that choice. Really? TMPS says you have a nice face. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I noticed that when I was checking the comments on that channel, a lot of people really like the mugs and a lot of people like the t-shirts. I think the isopod t-shirt was the most popular one, and the mugs were probably about the same level of popularity as the isopod t-shirt. So that's interesting. I don't know that I would have expected that, but it was nice to see that. So Lucas says the isopods on the swim trunks were terrestrial. There are two prints, one with Porcellio magnificus and one with Porcellio scabrous snow. Cool. That is awesome. That is really cool. I wonder who's making those. It's cool that they have the species. I mean, you know, mostly it's we hobbyists who know species like that. So, interesting to see. I'd really love to see who's making those. Yeah, he's making some really interesting noises today. All right, so for the future, when I do another contest, do you have any suggestions for what should be the prize? I know I've done various things in the past. I've done live foods, I've done ebooks, I've done t-shirts. Anybody have any particular, and mugs, of course. Anybody have any particular interest in that area that they'd like to request? Can you hear the budgie? I always wonder if you can, depending on where the microphone is. Because he's talking right in my ear, so I can hear him, but I don't know if anybody else can. Okay, good. Yeah, there must not be that much of a lag. So Lucas says, an isopod giveaway would be cool, but it would have to be US only if you don't intend on smuggling. Right, right. And I would only do US only, but that's not a bad idea. I just have to have alternatives for international winners. Because I would want to make sure the contest could have international contestants too. Just they'd have to have alternative prizes. But that's a good idea. I like that. TMPS, what plants would you recommend for isopod habitats? I have some local moss I've been growing in some containers. Okay. Well, isopods work pretty well with most plants that grow in vivariums, which is why they work so well when dart frogs or crested geckos with cleanup crew, if I can think of some that I've done. Of course, they will need to have decent lighting and proper substrate, but assuming that, some nice ones that I think work really well. Goldfish plant, lemon button fern, just about any type of philodendron. Pothos goes a little crazy, so I maybe would not suggest pothos just because in the small containers you're likely to have isopods in, it's just going to go crazy. But philodendrons, and what else? In kind of small, low-growing sensiverias, not the tall ones, unless you have really big containers. Let's see, what do we got? Trying to think of some of the other plants that I've done in there. Some of the low-growing ground covery type plants, of course mosses like you have, would work well. Anything like the pileas or peperomias, Those would be some good ones. So quite a few. I would say Marantas, the prayer plants, those would be good too. And rabbit's foot or hare's foot fern, another awesome one. So someone more desolate world, thinking about things we could do for giveaways in the future, says notebooks. I draw a lot and I think notebooks with a cover would be awesome. Cool. I like that idea. I'll need to look into Teespring and see if they do that kind of stuff because I don't really know, but I would be totally open to that. So that's cool. And TMPS says an isopod giveaway would be rad. I'm going to get some zebra and dairy cow isopods as well as the Hoffies now, by the way. Awesome. I really want to get the dairy cows. I think they look really cool. And I would love to get the dairy cows and some orange Porcelio laevis and get orange Dalmatian or orange dairy cow laevis. What would you call those? I don't know. But I would love that. And of course, you're going to get some Titans, some Hoffies. That's awesome. I'm really enjoying mine. The babies are now, you know, when they first showed up, they were about the same size as a dwarf white. And now they're about that big, which, you know, I know that's not a precise measurement, but yeah, maybe 3/8 of an inch long. The oldest babies, the biggest babies. So cool. Congratulations, TMPS. Andrew Chin says, how about some hat giveaways? You can put an isopod, reptile, or your logo on it. Cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. Should do some hats. TMPS, would clovers work fine? If you got good enough lighting, I wouldn't be too surprised. I would imagine they would do okay. But you would run the risk if you're collecting them outside by getting you know, some pests in there, nematodes or different things like that. That's possible. But it may not be too big of a deal if you're just doing isopods in the container. And TMPS, creamsicle cows. You know, actually the word creamsicle came into my mind when we were talking about that, but I didn't say it out loud, but it looks great minds think alike, right? That's cool. I'm really having some good luck with my orange Dalmatians. They're starting to produce now. I don't have a lot of them yet, but they are producing. Oh, Andrew asks, do you have Instagram? I don't. I've thought about getting Instagram, but I don't have one. I don't know. It's just one of those things I think about sometimes, but I've never actually done it. Maybe I should. What are the advantages to Instagram as a social medium? Right now I'm Aquarimax, of course, on YouTube, and I've got a Twitter account, and I've got a Facebook page for Aquarimax. But yeah. So someone more desolate world says, I just now finished my fan art of you. Awesome. I hope I get to see it soon. And is it going to be digital or is it going to be paper, or how's that going to work out? I'm curious about that because I'm excited about it. Sounds fun. And here's a question I've talked about. Somebody mentioned this in a recent video. I thought a feeding video where I feed all of my pets in one video would be really cool. And I'd like to do that, but it would probably take me months to film it just because I need to have time to set up a camera and everything, right, to film one, and that's not going to take me months. But just being able to collect them all, because I'd have to pick, okay, today I'm going to film these 2 pets being fed or something like that. I was also wondering how would be the alternative if I were to film one live feeding at the beginning of every live stream while people are like joining in and I'm still talking, but I have the camera fixed on the pet in question that I'm feeding. So if I were to do that at the beginning of every live stream for the first 5 or so minutes and then come back on, I'll be on screen and I'll talk. What would you think of that? Would that be cool? Would you rather that I do it in the middle of the live stream or the end, or does it work at the beginning, or is it better just for me to be in front of the camera the whole time and then do the live feedings on separate videos? Just a question. So someone more desolate world says it's on watercolor paper, but I'm going to send a picture of it and then try to mail you the physical copy of it. Cool. It's nice to have both of them. I'm excited about that. Andrew Chen says it's a lot more public if you put some hashtags. Lots of people will see it and follow you. You can tell your followers to go to your bio and then to your YouTube page. Cool. That's a good point. If I put the learn how to use the hashtags, I've never really gotten into that. I need to, but that's a good idea. Instagram would make it much easier for people to reach you rather than having to use email. Prefer it over both Facebook and Snapchat due to its simplicity and ease of use. Give it a shot. Okay, well, that's good information. I appreciate that. Both good reasons why it might be a good idea for me to get into that. I know the YouTube channel is obviously the one with the most followers. I have over 8,000 now, but like on Twitter, I think I have about 1,000 or something like that, and Facebook, it's probably around 300. So maybe Instagram, I'd get a lot of people who are already following to just instantly jump over to Instagram, I guess. So yeah, some good information. I appreciate that. Well, we've got about 5 more minutes before the live stream concludes, and I'm going to go start filming the CO2 video. So if you have any other comments, questions, whatever that you'd like to ask, now's the time. I'm all ears. And so is Twilly. He's going to groom my beard, I guess, while he watches me talking. Andrew Chen, Aquarimax, would you rather a budgie or isopods? Would I rather own a budgie or isopods, or be a budgie or an isopod? Just which one? Okay, and Lucas asks, when will the CO2 video be released? I'm thinking 2 weeks from, no, less than that. Oh, own. Okay, Andrew says own a budgie or isopod. I think the CO2 video is going to be released a week from this coming Friday, approximately, if everything goes well. Sometimes I have to change the way I order things, and I'm trying to build up build up several videos at a time, so that it's not always such a rush to get the video done. And so I have the video for this Friday already done. So we're going to do something like that, probably a week from this coming Friday. So I got to answer Andrew's question. He's asking whether I'd rather own a budgie or isopods. Hard to say. Yeah, the beauty of it is I don't have to choose. But if I did have to choose, because it would be really hard to choose, I think. But if I did have to choose, might be a budgie, just because I love isopods to death. But isopods don't say words that you can hear, and they don't sit on your shoulder and groom themselves. They look cute and they're fun, but they don't actually, as far as I can tell, enjoy hanging out with you. But budgies do. So if I had to pick, probably budgies. I've had budgies for years and years and years. I had my first budgie when I was a young teenager, and had several of them during my lifetime, and just really get a kick out of them. I love isopods too, but again, I think isopods are a little less responsive, I guess. So if I had to choose. Luckily, I don't. So Yeti Grant, hello. What's going on? Welcome. Glad to see you in the live stream. Okay, and Someone Noir Desolate World says, if you ever feel up to it, could you listen to Desolate World or Someone Noir on SoundCloud? I'm pretty proud of my dad's music. Ah, so that's where your name comes from. That's cool. Okay, I'll have to remember that. See if I can go check it out. Cool. All right. That definitely shows your pride in your dad's music if your YouTube channel is named after his music, so it makes sense. So Andrew Chen says, would you remove isopods from a bioactive reptile enclosure or springtails from a bioactive reptile enclosure? Would I remove them? You mean like try to get them all out of it so that there aren't any more in it, or just take some out to use them for something else? Because I don't think I can't think of a reason why I would try to remove all of them. But if there is a reason to take some out to seed another enclosure, then definitely I would do that. I guess if I ever had to gas an enclosure, I would probably try to take them all out. It would be impossible to get them all out, but I would at least make an effort to get as many as I could out if I had to gas the enclosure to get rid of, say, like an awful pest in there or something like that. Yeti Grant says, I do my best to make it just hanging out with my crested gecko. Cool. Awesome. Glad you're there. So Lucas says, what's your email? If you've got some spare time sometime soon, I'd love to chat birds for a bit. I recently acquired 2 peach-faced lovebird fledglings. Awesome. Okay. I'll tell you what. I definitely am happy to communicate with you through email. And I'll tell you how to do it, because I can't directly give my email on here, because if I do, then spam bots and stuff can get it. And so rather than do that, I'll just tell you, if you go to aquarimax.com and you go to the Contact Me page, you can send me an email directly from there, and I will get it and respond to you, and we can communicate that way. or you can go to my About tab on the YouTube app or the YouTube page on, desktop, computer, whatever. Click on that and it will have my email available. You have to like pass a bot test or something. It's a really simple one. And then you can click on my email and click and send me one. So yeah, I'd be totally happy to communicate with you via email about your birds. So, all right, everyone. It's about time for me to go. So thank you for joining today. Congratulations to Veranid Guy for winning the custom Aquarimax mug. And congratulations to Got Loss for the Aquarimax Isopods t-shirt. Those are our winners for today. So thank you to everyone for participating in the contest. It was awesome to have such great participation. Feel free to check out the Teespring, Aquarimax Teespring storefront and choose a shirt if you didn't win and you want to buy one. It helps support Aquarimax. You can check out my Patreon page, and just remember, as always, like, comment, and subscribe if any of you are new to Aquarimax. And have a great day, and check out my video on Friday.